Hello adventurers, and welcome to Wally DM. This is Nick, and today we're going to be looking at an encounter that took place in a recent Pathfinder game where the adventuring party has made it to the end level of a dungeon, which happened to be a lair of troglodytes. Now the purpose of this encounter video is actually to highlight a monster that we spotlighted in a separate video, the Oblivax memory moss. So to set things up for you, I have some six-sided dice here, and we're going to place these six-sided dice onto the map, and they will represent the troglodytes. So the party comes in and immediately notices that they have just disturbed a layer of troglodytes. They notice on this 50-foot ledge over here some troglodytes armed with javelins, and over on this ledge as well, plus a number of troglodytes out here in what was about 4 feet of grass. And then it looked like the leader and a camp of troglodytes along the far wall. So their immediate reaction was to run up, and there was 2 large boulders here, and then 1 more large boulder up here. But their immediate reaction was to run up and take cover behind these boulders. Well, what the party didn't know, that at the base of these boulders, represented by these Abraham Lincoln copper pennies, was Oblivax memory moss. In fact, I allowed the party a perception roll with a negative penalty because they were in a hurry to get up to the rocks, and none of them made it. So they all ran up and took cover. Once the party got behind the rocks and we had our initiative going, they had to make a saving throw versus will, or they would have their memories stolen by the Oblivax. I believe 3 of the party members all made it, but our ranger over here failed his saving throw. And what happens when you fail your saving throw versus the Oblivax is all of the character's memories from the last 24 hours are erased. So our ranger here, 24 hours ago, was in town having breakfast, and now, out of nowhere, he's behind a boulder facing an army of troglodytes. So I believe we made him confused for about 1 or 2 rounds, not able to take actions. So this is the way that I like to use the Oblivax memory moss. Kind of unsuspecting and out of the way. The party's in a hurry because they notice an encounter with the bad guys, and they're starting to get in position and getting prepared as to what they want to do when combat begins. But like I said, I will give a perception roll, but if they're in a hurry like they were in this adventure, they'll have a negative on the die roll, and chances are they're not going to notice the moss right off the bat. So as they're sitting there preparing for battle, the memory moss is going to start stealing some memories, adding a second layer of confusion to the encounter. So hopefully you enjoyed our first encounter video featuring the Oblivax memory moss. Make sure to like and subscribe, and on to the next.